You willed it into existence. Oh shit! Don't say that. You manifested that.
I'm not saying that. I just mean like that way.
Like you will something into.
Sometimes it's hard to manifest. Like
You manifest it to
how
happen.
many times have you done that with the death? Like if you've done that every single year, surely.
Well, okay. So you got two things going on there, dear friend. Dear friend, you got two things. And I love both things. First of all, when you talk about like willing yourself into causing a car accident, there's an old mountain biking thing that I learned years ago when I started, which is don't look where you don't want to go. So if there's a big ass rock in the trail, don't look at it. Look at the trail you're going to take around it, and you most likely won't hit it. So there probably is some truth to what you're saying. Now, as far as that's a physical manifestation or a physical avoidance of a manifestation, maybe I can't speak that. What you just said second, though, I think is brilliant, and it goes to the idea of even if something is very rare. For example,
Breaking the death.
better example, me getting a flat tire on a bike to work every day. Right? I rode my bike to work every day. After 25, 27, 20 years here. Moved here 20 years ago. Every day, my bike comes up this hill. What's the chance I get a flat?
Well, how many times has it happened so far?
Oh, it's a great question, Christian.
I'm assuming maybe like 20 years.
Happened twice last week.
I
I got
was
two
gonna say
flats
like
last week.
4 or 5
Pissed me
times.
off. Yeah, I picked up. I never did find the second thing again. I always try to like sleuth out what gave me the flat. So I got home the first day, and it was weird. It was a slow lead. I didn't see it until the next day when I went out there. I was like, oh shit. Now, and I got the tire out, ran my finger inside. Oh, there it is. I can feel a little tick, tick, tick. And it goes out. Little tiny flat, little tiny piece of some remnant of a bottle or something that just got, you know. And God knows how many things I run over and don't get flat. That just happened to be sitting the right way. Case you don't talk about it. Worst day ever. I got 3 flats in one day. Worst day was about 15 years ago. 3 flats in one day. After the third, I threw my bike. I was going down College Way. 4-inch nail popped up and went through my tire sideways and ruined my frame. When it came across, it hit the seat tubes and ruined my frame. I picked the bike up, I threw it in the sidewalk, and I started screaming. Because I mean, like 3 flats in one day. Like, what the hell? Never, you ever have that? Please tell me no. Thank you. Thank you. My friend Ann Walker was walking home and she saw me. She's like, dude, you should sell that. I'm like, you need to shut up! And then she sat down with me. I'm like, I love you, Ed. That's fine.
You're being tested that.
So, then the question is like, what is the chance of a flat tire? I just described to you some of the worst cases. But the 2 flats I got last week, those 2 flats I got all year. All academic year, starting last September. So, how frequent is a flat? I estimate it to about 1 out of every 1,000 rides. That's my estimation. Roughly, 1 out of every 1,000 rides. Far from 50-50, thank God. Far from 50-50. I probably should do it by miles. That would be fair. Because all my commutes are 6 miles, but then I do longer rides when I have time, 50, 60, 70 miles.
6 miles every day for 20 years.
Well, 12. 6 miles in, 6 miles back. So 12 times 10 times 3 times 20. A lot of times. Yeah. I had my Math 98 class figured out once. How many vertical feet of elevation? I think a couple million, I think, Ada. A couple million feet of elevation over the course of 20 years. It's pretty awesome. It's a fun ride to work. I ride more vertical feet every morning than my home state of Delaware has. Literally, it's fun. It's fun. They call it Grandview for a reason, y'all. Way the hell up. Anyway. Those probabilities are tricky. So, Ella, the second thing you said, even though it's a rare event, it does happen. What else is a rare event? A 50-year-old American. Well, that's. Yes, but also predictable. You know when that's going to happen because science. Yes. Yes, but that's not a probability. That's not a probability. That's a certainty. That we don't talk about now as probability. Science we can put. Everybody gather for the eclipse. Was it last week, week before? That wasn't a probability. You didn't know it's happening. This wasn't going through here that time, right? That's not a probability anymore. That's a certainty. It'll be a probability if it's like, going to be an eclipse today? Oh shit, I don't know. Better wait around and see. Right. Weather is more of a probability than an eclipse. How about 50-year-old American males dying? Well, I Googled it. According to the CDC, of course I did, right? change that to a decimal for you, 0.005998. So basically that means 5,998 dudes out of a million that are 50 die every year. So the odds are still with me. Right? The odds are still with me. I'm 50-50, right, Dallas? You better say no. Okay, you better. Even though I either die or I don't. So it's not even, two outcomes, either do or I don't. And this is why we buy life insurance. We buy life insurance because yesterday, riding my bike to practice, NPR article came on and said, it was about life insurance. So fitting. If they find out when I was typing into my phone, I was looking at the data maybe. But it came on and it said, protect your loved ones. So I said, okay. So I got a $100,000 policy for $82.50 a month. Gave you the link there for it, the greatwest.com company. Term life insurance, which generally is wound up. So $990 a year. Well, so far, two outcomes. So I called this win or lose. And I put win in quotes, because really, if you think about it, winning for insurance means you die. Right? I mean, maybe you did. But you get the payout, right? Or those who survive you. That's winning.
I call that a win.
Yeah, right. Yeah. At least for your family. At least for your family, right? So if you die, you win. Your family wins. Just here waiting, brother. Appreciate you. So if you lose, you live. What I want you to do, I gave you one cell filled out of the 4 you need to use. That is much darker than what's on my computer. That was a light gray box. I tried to make it light so you knew what to fill out. Hopefully, when you write in there, you can actually see what you wrote. Apologies if you can't. You can't just write it above it. I want you to fill out the other dollar amount, which is the amount to pay out if you lose, and then supply the probabilities per our discussion earlier, then average it, and then tell me why that expected value makes sense to be negative. And it will be negative. I already said it. There are actuaries that make a buttload of money that sit around all day making sure it's negative. When you pay more, you always get more likely. Okay, again, one more time. I've got some double player warm-ups and quizzes up here. I don't know who to give them to, so for the partners, so I'm just going to leave them up here on the table. If you want to come grab your partners' warm-ups and quizzes, come grab them. It's all the way back here.
I walked in and the chair, no, it was
Oh,
just
it's
gone.
already occupied.
No, it wasn't occupied, it's just gone.
Oh, look at that. Oh, I'm
So,
sorry.
I didn't.
Okay, that's okay. Oh, and if anybody wants to chat at break, I sent y'all an email on Friday about the homework from last time. In case you did not get a 10, come talk to me at break. I want you to get a 10 on that thing. No rainy days, not double rainy days. Just if you didn't get a 10 or higher. Some of you that did it right, I gave you some extra points for getting it right the first time. Yes, just do it for a year. Absolutely. That's all you can do right now. Yeah, I'm sure myself for a year. What's up, Ivy?
No, that's the light screen. I need to turn
What is the chance before the end of the day I'm going to eat it on Lincoln's charge cable? Pretty high if I choose to keep walking back here.
So you
I was like running around, sitting there, I'm like, okay, go back and do this real quick, and then guaranteed. That's why I always send them to you, and I asked you to check them for me.
Okay.
Yes. Not on me. I can have one. Whatever's easiest. But if you don't remind me before you walk out of here, I will not remember. There we go. Yes. I didn't staple all stuff together. I'll tell you. Yeah. But it's keeping my That was
I'm gonna go to his office today. Because I need to read
And I'll say every single project I send you a project, your job is to check and make sure it's right. Yeah, that's all it is. I don't agree about that. I don't agree anything. So just I'll keep it. When you all have.
Oh, we got it.
Oh wait, what target we're on?
I don't know.
I know. Everybody doesn't accept me on this old.
Maybe he's like, hey, you're comparing me to my crazy. Like, you're so sweet that I.
Kendall. I'm doing that K. I'm doing that every week so far. Every week.
Just so you can.
Logan Fry. Logan Fry. I'm learning. I can't be caught. Diddy's over here. He goes over here. Ella's over here. TJ's over here. Oh, crap. Show him, Carol. You've got it.
Oh yeah, I got a 10 on here too.
Sure.
I think it's funny.
Did I forget yours too?
Yeah, I have a 0. Yeah, I'm like.
Send me an email. I'll fix it. I'll fix it. Here.
C. Just 4.
Here.
I don't know.
Here.
Do that for your
Oscar's over there. That's okay. You're gonna fix it, right?
Yeah.
That's the one with the red and the green, yes?
Because I have
Well, I get back to y'all. I want y'all getting pins on that there. Yes, you absolutely can.
Because I got other stuff.
I'm still doing okay. No.
Sorry, if you can't read my handwriting, I will.
Oh, I did.
It's okay. Oh no, I didn't do B. I
You can
just.
thumbs up if you want to read through. Give me a thumb sideways if you want to keep working. Thumb sideways. Thank you, Ivy. Thank you, Becky. Keep working. Keep working. We'll regroup at the end. Keep working. Keep doing what you're doing. I need to get a question though. Well, it's probably good. Just hold tight. When we go over it together, it'll make more sense.
So the expected value
Yes.
was this. Oh no, he entered the 10.
Am I swinging my arms first? I'm increasing my. Well, I'm trying to establish my eyes. I don't know what they are yet. Right now it's 0.
This one is.
I got you. I couldn't tell what you're talking about. Well, okay, we're still recording. Make sure that's a negative. Because you're losing it, right?
Oh, yeah.
You're paying that in. Okay, make sure.
Like, I know we talked about this, but I can't remember how to find.
Take that number. And do what with this number? Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's right. the seats I walked away. I wasn't expecting it. Yup, the 616s. Actually, we got those two. I just don't know how you got the Great to see. Great clips. 6.25. So you're trying to figure out what you pay off to.
In dollars or just?
I think it's the probability.
That's all right.
Oh,
593.56. The appendix taken out of it.
Once you finally got it. This could be it right here. I see where the 1625. It's probably some weird little.
I know, and then they had it like that.
Shall we regroup? Regroup, yes? Get some answers? Brody's voted for all of us? Alright. Try to find another one for you. Okay, should we do it sheets? What do you think? Doing sheets or no? Or Excel? Well, Excel and sheets for this is the same thing.
You know what I don't get is that you all use sheets, right? But in Microsoft 360, which everyone is given, you have Excel. So it's like, why not use Excel?
Okay.
That's what the school is giving you.
Okay, so here's your 42-second answer.
No, I know.
No, brother, here's your 42-second answer. As the first guy in the math department, they make their students use spreadsheets. Everybody uses Excel 15 years ago. When I started teaching, everybody used Excel. That was math 243. Then I started teaching math 105, right before 243. And I kept that tradition. Everybody uses. Then I built math 98 to go before math 105. Working backwards. And my department chair at the time, who wasn't building a course with me, but was kind of. She taught me the sheets. Because at the time, yes, Excel is free. Every student gets Excel as part of Microsoft Suite. But at that point, you did not have to have a Google account at all to use Sheets. Which meant if I gave you a link to a Microsoft or a Google Sheet, you could just pop it open and it would open up on a web browser, no login, no password. That was very appealing to us. Because it was even less restrictive than having to download Excel. Because once you're not a student at COCT anymore, you lose access to Excel. Now, should you learn how to use Excel? Yes. Or a spreadsheet in general? Yes, absolutely. Next spring, I'm going to rewrite Math 98 entirely, and I am having a hard time deciding whether I should keep it in Sheets.
You have to keep it in sheets now.
It feels like the cart got ahead of the horse on me on this one. Like I was pulling the cart, awesome, Excel, great, and then Sheets kind of, now the horse went. So, anyway. For this math we're doing here, it doesn't matter if you use Excel or Sheets. I already have a sheet open, so I want to use that, if that's okay. But let's do it by hand first. Let's do it by hand first, and then we'll show you how to put it in sheet. That way you do it both ways. Yeah, you say that. Oh, that is the homework. Yes, I'm gonna create a new sheet. I'm just gonna create a new sheet. No, you're good. Let's talk about this. Okay. You win, which means you die. What is the payout? Per the warm-up.
99,000 payoff.
Thank you, Gage.
Yeah, I did that.
Oops. Can't find my big brown rag. I don't know where it went. Not very sad. Okay. How about if you lose, which means you live?
Then you lose $990.
Very important to make sure you specify that 990 with a negative. Yes. That's your ante. That's your ante. You pay that before you can claim anything. Even if you live, they don't give it back to you if you don't die. They keep that. Okay, so that's the payouts. a bunch of zeros, right? 0.00 something.
0.0059.
Thank you, Jessica. There's my chance of dying. About 6,000 out of a million. Better odds. Better. What? So what's the chance I live?
I don't know that, right? One minus that number, so 0.9940.
Hang on. Let's go one thing at a time. Thank you. I want to hear that again. Jessica, give me that number again. Don't write this down, folks. 00.
0.0040.
Okay. Tell me why that can't be the chance I live. Say that again. Hello, is that you? I heard somebody say something about adding together. Oh, Jessica. Do you agree, thank you, Jesse, do you agree that I either win or I either die or I live? So one of those two things has to happen this year. So there's 100% chance I'm either going to die or I'm going to live. So these two things have to add up at the Greek sign for some. It's okay. Gage, go.
It's the same, last two, but the first two zeros have to be 99.
Ah, you just forgot the 99 in front of it. Thank you, Gage. I didn't even get that far yet. So, and Becky, what did you say to do? You said do
1 minus that number.
subtract this from 1, and Gage just figured it out for us. Thank you. I think Jessica just forgot those 2 9s at the front. Thank you, friend. I hadn't gotten that far ahead with the math. All right. So that is the chance I live. I got about a 99.5% chance of making it to my 51st birthday. Now you gotta remember too, these are averages across the entire population. They're not taking anything into account, like overall health. There wasn't even like a smoking versus non-smoking category. So complete average of every million 50-year-old dudes, 6,000 are going to kick off between 50 and 51. Okay, that's not to sound too callous or obtuse, but that's just an overall, census of what happened in America last year and the predicting it for this year. Cool. All right, mathematically, what do we do next? Oh, no, you said do it. Just say you again. Take each payout, times each probability, and then when you get done, add them all together. So the next thing you gotta do is you gotta do a payout. Now look at that. Half West Coast, half Orange Coast. Payout. Or profit times probability. Okay, Jesse, you're on fire. This times this equals what? Oh, you did it all together. Bless you. Anybody do them separately? Can you anybody come to Dallas, you got it. What's this times this?
59,380.
Hang on. Tell me that again. 59,000?
I already turned that probability.
Oh, so you actually, okay. Don't forget to divide your answer by 100. So you made this 0.5998. Did you then multiply that times that and divide by 100? Careful. These percentages are a pain in the ass. Because you got to remember, thank you, Dallas, I appreciate this very much. Friends, percentages are a pain, and here's why. They're everywhere, right? Everywhere. Percentages are given to us all the time. When you see 59% or some, let's not use this very small percent. Let's just make up a 59%. Okay? You always see me change these decimals to use them. So I'm going to change that to 0.59. Do you know why I do that? Is it because I hate you or I'm trying to confuse you? Who said yeah? Get the hell out of this room. No. Why do I do this? Because that has a denominator of 1, which means there's no more math to do once you multiply it. Dividing by 1 doesn't change it. 59% is not equal to 59. It's equal to 59 over 100. That's what that damn symbol means. It's like a weird 100. I don't know why, but it just is. And everybody forgets that part. Which is why I always change my percentages to decimals before I get. You see how I changed the 0.5998 to 0.0059? That's because this thing has a denominator of 1. So does this one. So does that one. And it makes the math easier. I hate percents. I hate that they're everywhere. Well, I almost rather trying to use fractions, but so many things can't be expressed as a nice fraction. Say that again, Christian.
Just keep using decimals.
Brother, if I wasn't, I'm in the minority here though, right? I've got the entire financial industry against me. I've got retail against me. Everybody uses percentages. But then when you do the math, you gotta account for that percent by dividing by 100. So Dallas, you redid the math, I'm taking it, right, brother? What'd you get? $593.86. Sound about right? $593.86. Thank you, my dear friend. Appreciate it. The reason I could tell those too big, Dallas, was I knew it had to be tiny. That's about $100,000. And that's knocking it down by a factor of 1,000. So I knew it had to be lots of digits less than that one over there. Thank you. Okay, give me the other one. What's this one times that one? It's not going to change much. Negative $984. That. Sean says. It's almost exactly equal to this. And it's almost because that's not quite 1. Right? If that was 1, it'd be the same. But it can't be 1. There's not a guarantee I'm going to make it to 51. I probably will. I probably will. And I would argue, perhaps, that my chance of living is maybe a little bit higher than that.
If you ride your bike every day for 20 years, and you're doing just fine right now.
Thanks for cursing. No, brother, I appreciate you. Life is a probability game, my dear friend. Life is a probability game. I will share this with you real quick before going back into this. Who comes in when you come to school? Anybody, or actually traveling around? Does anybody come over the Empire O.B. Riley intersection? Just over on the west side of town? Did you notice what just happened recently? It's now a 4-way stop. Praise be to Allah. That was one of my least favorite intersections in town, especially when they did all the construction just north of there. And then when they shut Jameson down, I mean, it was a crazy intersection. It was awesome. Problem is, they didn't sign it very well. There's no indication whatsoever that it's now a 4-way stop, except for the stop signs that used to be there now have a little tiny sign